today. Sorry, forgot the fan was on. Today, one of the things we're going to do is mold remediation. As you can see, we've got some mold issues in this house. Usually I do home remodeling and bathrooms, mainly bathrooms and kitchens. Today we're basically just cleaning out, and I'm going to treat the mold with some cleaners and bleach additives and stuff like that. This isn't my favorite part of the job. Usually it's, like I said, bath remodels. I prefer to do that. That's more of what I went to school for, and but it is what it is. My neighbor needed some help. I didn't want to see him go to one of the local remediation companies because they would probably charge $4,000 or $5,000, and I'm under half of that. So, and that including getting their ducts cleaned and sealing all the basement walls. But as you can see, there's mold everywhere. We're getting ready to treat it. Have a large, basically an industrial fan that takes all the exhaust air and sends all the yucky stuff outside. I've got it going out a window, but this is the start of it, and we will continue to keep moving on. I'm getting ready to sweep or shop vac, use a HEPA vac to get the dirt off the floor. I've got all the dust out of the floor joist and the old nasty insulation, and we will be vacuuming the floor, and then like I said, I'm going to treat the walls, and then we will seal the floor joist and the concrete block walls. I'll get back with you once we get farther along and you can see some of the progress after treatment and sealing, and then we'll show the final product. This is about a 4-day project, so it'll be a minute before we get it done. Okay, it's day 2 on the mold treatment, remediation basically. As you can see, I've got one coat of the waterproofing on the concrete block walls and on the floor. It will need a second coat, but I still have, you can see the floor, I'm putting a sealer, an oil-based sealer on that. I was going to do it yesterday, but my airless sprayer had a clogged hose and was all gummed up. Apparently I left paint in it or didn't clean it good enough, and it's been a while since I've used it, so I had to run to Lowe's and get a new hose and filter and clean the gun out. But we got that taken care of, pumps up and running. I've ran probably a couple gallons of water through it. Got the paint in the bucket. It's been the pump's been purged. It's basically almost ready to spray. The paint was starting to come out, but I need to spray a little bit more into this. Let me see. This bucket here. I always keep a bucket, just a nasty bucket, something I'm not going to reuse. When the tip clogs up on this sprayer, basically, here's the sprayer. This side, there's a tip on it right here. This is a tip. It comes out. When that clogs up, you got to reverse the tip, spin it backwards, and blow pressure through it the opposite way to clean the tip. Hopefully we don't have a lot of that today with the new line. It can be really make your job a pain in the butt when that happens. You're trying to spray and it's constantly clogging up. Usually it's the filter, or you've used a dirty bucket or something like that and it keeps sucking little bits of dirt of some sort through. But this, like I said, is an oil-based product that we're going to seal the floor joist and subfloor with. So the basement has a gas furnace and a gas water heater. Yesterday I made sure to turn those off, not even the pilot on. Anytime you're using a chemical in an enclosed area, I have an a commercial grade exhaust fan that you saw yesterday. But even with that, you don't want a chance the pilot light kicking on or a furnace kicking on. Everything's shut off, the gas is turned off. That way there's no flash fires, because fumes build up. That's all it takes to be a flash fire, and basically you could catch the house on fire. I mean, it just depends. In a large area like this with the fumes building up, it could be an explosion, it could just be a fire. Lots of bad things could happen if you don't turn the gas appliances off. Some of the safety items we have: enclosed goggles. It's mainly for the fumes for me. Occasionally you could get a little overspray in your eyes, but it's more so for the fumes. Rubber gloves. This is oil-based. It's a pain in the butt. You don't want to get chemicals on your hands. Sorry, I'm kneeling down trying to reach all this stuff. Respirator. Just cover the face. That keeps all the particles out of your lungs, nose, and it also covers a good chunk of your face, so that prevents it getting on your skin also. And last would be a Tyvek suit, which basically it's just this is a 3M product, and it covers your body. That allows me to, I've got cut off sleeves and shorts on. If you don't have a Tyvek suit, you're basically going to have to be in long sleeves and pants, or you're going to have overspray and paint splatters and all that stuff on you, and you don't want it on your skin. Basically, it's ready to go. Like I said, here you can see I've got the walls pretty well started. It's just first coat. I haven't done any of the brushing. Like I said, when I had issues with the sprayer, I was already ready to work, and it was early in the morning yesterday, so I just went ahead and put the first coat on. Normally you would want to spray first since it's on the ceiling, but it's a 2-coat deal, so any little overspray that gets on the walls will get covered with the second sealer coat on the block. And basically after that's done, I seal the floor joist and subfloor, I'll let that dry and do the second coat on the walls and the basement floor. After that, it's pretty much done. I've got a few other little projects they're probably going to want me to do after this, but that will conclude the sealing and mold remediation of the basement. And as you can see here, how nasty that was prior to me cleaning and doing the sealing of the block. It was pretty nasty, black mold, that type of thing, and the homeowners were having issues, and they didn't realize. They don't come down here a lot. They're older, and they don't go up and down the stairs as much as a lot of people would. And then this is an old house too. This house is over 100 years old. So it hasn't been sealed. It was sealed at one point, but who knows when. I mean, you could tell in the previous videos that it had been a long time. It had mold and just dirt, normal dust and all that. But we'll put out another video shortly after I get all this sealed, and we'll show you the final product. Thanks.